Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Life After Hurt podcast with yours truly, Nicole and Sweeney. Welcome to episode number 36 entitled Journey's Faith Tested. In today's episode, Journey is truly grappling with her breakup with Case. She is realizing Case is not the person that she thought he was. He's doing a smear campaign, and she cannot believe that Case turned his back on her. It was as if all those memories they created was a total lie. And some of you may have experienced this at one point in your journey with a loved one, and you are just finding out that they are completely the opposite of what they presented themselves as. You may have had a breakup with them or fallen out with them, and now they are the complete opposite. And if you are going through that today, I want to encourage you. I want to give you some advice, and I want to give you some hope. And so in today's podcast episode, I want to give you 3 things on what you should do when a loved one turns their back on you. This was one of the most difficult experiences I have ever had to live in my life. You go through so many different emotions. You have feelings of anger, of sadness, of depression, confusion, wondering what you did wrong. You have all these thoughts and feelings going on inside of you that you just cannot understand how this loved one turned their back on you. The feelings that you're feeling is valid, and you are permitted and allowed to feel those feelings no matter who hurt you. So with that said, I want to make sure that I empower you and equip you. So I want to give you 3 things that you can implement on what you should be doing when a loved one turned their back on you. The first thing you can do is be angry, but be angry for a moment. Don't stay there. Don't you know that it is okay for you to be angry at one of your loved ones if they hurt you? It's okay to have that feeling. In the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 26, it reads, "In your anger, do not sin." That's the New International Version. I want to read you the Message version. "Go ahead and be angry. You do well to be angry, but do not use your anger as fuel for revenge." So don't stay in your anger. One of the reasons why I don't want you to stay in your anger is because anger has effects on your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Here are some of the things that anger can do to your body. It can increase your heart rate, which in turn increases your blood pressure. It can give you tightness in your chest. It can even have you feeling faint. It can leave you resentful, easily irritated. You can have increased anxiety. You can have feelings of stress. And you can also have limited sleep. You can have trouble sleeping at night. While there are so many more effects and symptoms of having anger, it does impact your body in a negative way. So I want to encourage you. Yes, feel those feelings of anger, but don't stay there for too long. Remember that anger has more of an impact on you than the actual person who hate you. So remember that holding on to anger is just not worth it. The second strategy I want you to implement is that don't take it personal. Whatever the offense or the hurt that they did, do not take it personal. And I know it's easier said than done, but do not take it personal. When someone we love turns their back on us, it's more of a reflection of that person and not you. It took me a very long time to come to that realization. And truth be told, it's an everyday process. I have to make a decision every day to say to myself, do not take this personal. This is a reflection of them and not me. And while you may be in the midst of this season feeling like your loved one turned their back on you and you're holding on to anger, I want to encourage you to try as best as you can not to take it personal. In order for you to heal and to fully remove yourself from that hurt and those feelings of hurt, you have to remind yourself, this is not a reflection of me. This is a reflection of them. And if you're in the process of taking things personal and you are making an effort to get better, I want to congratulate you. I want to give you a round of applause. I want you to give yourself a round of applause. I want you to pat yourself on the back because at the very least, you are taking steps towards letting go of the anger and embracing your own healing. So you have to celebrate those small moments when you remind yourself of letting it go and not taking it personal. So celebrate yourself. And the third strategy I want you to do when you realize that a loved one turned their back on you is simple. Have fun. We work so hard. We do so much to become a better version of ourselves. We are constantly supporting others, cheering others on, but sometimes we can forget to have fun. And let this podcast episode be a reminder for you to have fun. Sometimes we have to be very, very intentional about having some fun. And so what I want you to do, what I want to challenge you to do is at least write down 5 things that bring you fun, that you consider fun, that is fun to you. It doesn't have to be with anybody else. It doesn't have to include anybody else. What is it that you love doing that is fun for you? For me, I absolutely love going to the movies. I love reading. I love writing. I love dancing. And I absolutely love walking and running. See how simple that was? Those 5 things I listed that make my life fun. So before you move on to your next duty, your next task, your next thing on your to-do list, I want you to take a moment to really write out what those 5 things are for you that are fun. And when you write those down, I want you to at least implement exactly what that is once a week. It doesn't have to be every day, but incorporate it into your lifestyle. We have to have fun. Remember the 3 strategies on what you should do and what you should implement when a loved one turns their back on you. The first one is be angry, but don't stay there. The second one, don't take it personal. And lastly, have fun. And today's podcast affirmation is, be brave enough to let everything go that disrupts your healing journey. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to you tuning in next week. And remember that God is proud of you.